Hello. My name is Brent Daniels, and this video is all about how to make $250,000 in 2018. Okay, that's between now and December 31st of this year for less than $10,000 in expense. Okay, this video is for anybody that is ready to be proactive. This is ready for people that are ready to reach out to people on a daily basis. This video is going to show you 10 steps, the 10 steps to take to get to $250,000 this year with spending less than $10,000 in expenses. Okay, so to start this, you all know that I love my rhino tribe, and you wake up either saying to yourself, I am a rhino or I'm not a rhino. And I want you guys all to wake up and say, I am a rhino, okay? Be a rhino today. Be relentless. Be unstoppable. Move forward, fast, powerful. Be a rhino. I am a rhino. It's my little pump up to get us going into this video, okay? I know it's a little cheesy, but it helps me in the mornings to say that type of thing. I know it's a little bit of affirmation, or it's a little bit of, I don't know, maybe Tom Kroll has, warped my brain, but I am a rhino. That's how I attack my day every single day. So let's start this presentation off with the facts. The fact is, your earned income is equal to the value you provide, okay? So if you want to make $100,000 in income, you have to provide $100,000 in value. If you want to do $250,000, like I'm going to talk about in this video, and the 10 steps to get there, then you've got to provide $250,000 in value that you have to provide. Okay, if it's $1 million, if it's 10 million, if it's 100 million, it has to equal that. Earned income always equals the value you provide. Okay, now our value in this business, in the wholesale business, is to provide opportunities for others. Okay, that is for people that want to do fix and flips. That's for people that want to also wholesale. That's for people that want to buy and hold. That's for people that want to live in these properties. We find opportunities. That is our value out there. That's why we get paid so much, and that's why we are so valuable, because we're the ones sitting knee to knee, belly to belly with the homeowners that are going through distress, that are going through a ton of emotions that other people just don't want to handle. That's what we do, okay? And the only way to provide opportunities is to talk to people every single day. Okay, you hear me talk about it all the time. TTP, it means talk to people. That is our job. Okay, that's the only way that we can provide opportunities. At some point, I don't care if it comes from a mailer, I don't care if it's PPC, I don't care if it's a Facebook lead, I don't care if it's from picking up the phone and talking to somebody. The fact is, at some point, you have to talk to somebody. Okay, well, if that's our value, if the way that we provide opportunities is talking to people, why wouldn't we practice it? Why wouldn't we get better? Why wouldn't we develop the skills? Why wouldn't we focus our energies like a doctor focuses on their specific discipline to be so excellent at talking to people? Okay, and that is not only just the sellers, that's not only the people in distress, but also all the different buyers out there. We need to be proficient in both talking to sellers and to the buyers. It is so key. The buyers, oh my gosh, that's where the big money comes from. That's where the profits come from. That's where you really start. That's who you're bringing the value to. You know what I mean? Like it's so huge. So don't neglect working with the buyers as well, okay? Or talking to the buyers as well. Woo! I'm on a roll. 3 ways that you can talk to people on a daily basis, okay? Well, maybe not on a daily basis for a couple of these. 1, wait for them to talk to you. Just sit at home. You can even put a suit on, go into your office, have your tie, take your suit jacket off, sit at the chair, and just wait for somebody to call you. Or get pumped up and go through affirmations, and then don't pick up the phone, and just wait for people to just reach out to you because they know that you're great, and they know that you're in real estate, and they know that you want to buy properties, and you just wait around for them to call you. Okay, now it could happen. It honestly could happen. It does happen. It happens from time to time that people just reach out to you. But how predictable is it? I mean, how can you set up a business around that? I'm going to just wake up every day and just wait for somebody to call me that's in distress and wants me to give them cash for their home. Okay, so that's the first way, is to wait. The second way is you can buy the conversations. Okay, you can literally buy talking to people. You could buy the conversations by marketing. That's when you send out a lot of marketing, or maybe it's a little, depends on the market, but you send out marketing, and in this market right now, it's more and more and more marketing, and people call you, and it's excellent. I'm telling you, it is excellent when people call you, especially when they're ready to make a decision. But one, it's expensive, okay? Two, it's passive. You have to be ready. You have to have that sense of anxiety at all times. Your spidey senses have to be tingling all the time so that when that seller does call you or that buyer does call you, that you're ready to answer that phone call. What if you're at the gym? What if you're at your kid's soccer game? What if you're swimming? What if you're on vacation? That's a $15,000 call you just missed. That's a $10,000 call you just missed. That's a $50,000 or $1 million over the course of a career buyer that you just missed because you're not reaching out to it, because you're waiting for them to call you. Okay? The third way is to be proactive and earn the conversations. Earn the conversations by being proactive. That's called prospecting. Okay? It is constantly picking up the phone and dialing it and talking to people. That is what we're talking about. That is my philosophy. That is the way that I've built my business. I am telling you, all anxiety, your schedule opens wide up when you control when you're talking to people. Okay, when you're proactive, when you pick up the phone and you go after those conversations, your whole life opens up. It just opens up wide. You don't have to worry about hiring 15 people to be ready to answer phone calls and to be able to do all these things that you're just reactive. You're just a feather in the wind. You know what I mean? You've got no direction. But when you're being proactive, you can control that. It is so powerful. Okay, this is just a little bit. Last year, my company provided $1,328,895 worth of value, and $1,038,895 was from picking up the phone and talking to people. That's right, over $1 million made from just picking up the phone and dialing homeowners and seeing if they would consider an offer. And it's also from picking up the phone and dialing buyers and seeing if they want to be added to our buyer list, because it's been explosive, and I'll show you why. It's one of the 10 steps to get you to $250,000 under $10,000 in expenses. So that's a little bit about us last year. But this is about you. The 10 steps to make an extra $250,000 this year with less than $10,000 in expense. Woo! A net of $240,000 or more. Are you kidding me? How incredible is that? Now listen, maybe you're making millions. Maybe you're making $500,000. Maybe you're making $400,000. This can add $250,000 on top of that. You can add this on top of it. If you're making nothing, get to $250,000. If you're making $100,000 last year, get to $250,000. That's the next step. We think in our minds, first I need to make 6 figures. That's $100,000. Then I got to make $250,000. Great. This is that step. This is that step for you. If you haven't made a cent in wholesaling, that's fine. I'm going to show you the 10 steps to do it from zero experience to people that are totally experienced. Oh, there's the clock. Oh, this is what I'm going to need. I'm going to need you, number one. The number one step is I need you to commit the time, okay? I need 20 hours from you for the next 40 weeks. Now, I lost half the audience right there. I get it. 20 hours for 40 weeks. Yes, 20 hours for 40 weeks. There's 168 hours in a week. I need 20 of it. I need 1/8, less than 1/8 of your week to make $250,000 and spend $10,000. Spend less than $10,000. That's what I need. I need less than 1/8 of your time. That's number one. I need that. If you don't have that, forget about it. Don't watch the rest of the video. It doesn't matter. It won't make sense, okay? And if you have staff, this could be their time, okay? Now, I warned this. If you're not at this point and you think that staff are going to do this and you haven't gone through it and you haven't led a team that is doing a lot of business, then you need to do it. Suck it up. Do it, okay? This is about you. This is about money in your pocket, in your family's bank account, in your retirement account to get you out of the corporate job. Okay? So number one, you got to commit the time to it, and it has to be consistent. Now, I've only put in 40 weeks there. Obviously, we have 48 weeks left in this year, and this is giving you 8 weeks off. This is for that little bit that you just don't have, right? It's for that little bit that you're pushing and you're just, you know what? I push as far as I can. I need to take a little bit of break. I get that. I'm human. You're human. Everybody needs some breaks. So I only made it for 40 weeks. Number 2, go turd hunting. Now, turd hunting is a term that I like to call, is what I call it for driving for dollars, okay? I like calling it turd hunting because driving for dollars you're driving around and you get dollars. No, what you're driving around for is you're looking for the worst houses on the street, and you're looking and you have to have a conversation. There has to be action before you get those dollars. So we call it go turd hunting, okay? For 1 hour a day, listen, 1 hour a day, drive around your community and write down the addresses of the worst houses on the street. I am telling you, do this. You will build up a list. You will build it up that nobody else has. You can't buy it on ListSource. You can't get it from the tax assessor. You can't get it from your MLS. You can't get it from any other data provider. This is you putting in the heart, sweat, and tears to go out, maybe not tears, but at least the heart to go out and drive for dollars and to write down those addresses. And I'm going to give you some steps here, okay? Write the addresses on a pad of paper or Driving for Dollars app. Now, there is a new app called Deal Machine. Okay, I have not tried it out. I am going to try it out and see how accurate it is. You can literally just click. It goes to a database, and it'll save your driving for dollars. It'll make it a lot easier. But right now, I want accuracy to be at the pinnacle. I want it to be 100%. So what I do is I have a driver. He drives around the neighborhood. I did this myself when it was just me, but I'm going to skip you ahead. It's so many steps. It's going to be so much easier for you. What I did is I would take a pad of paper, right? Just like this. I would write down, this is all packed with stuff. I would write down the addresses on the pad of paper, okay? And then take a picture of that and send it to your VA, okay? Send it to your VA to do all the little work, all right? All the work, all the tedious, data searching work, okay? Have your VA search the owner's name on the county website. Go to the county website, put in the address, have your VA take the address and get the owner's correct names. It is so important, okay? And then have them organize it in a nice, clean Excel list. Owner's name, address. Beautiful, okay? Then, next step, skip trace those owners. If you don't know what skip tracing is, it means that you get the phone numbers of the people you want to get a hold of, okay? There's a lot of different resources for it. You can certainly reach out to me. I can help you out with that. Everybody in my TTP coaching program has access to phenomenal skip tracing resources. So if you are part of it, or if you're thinking about it, that's part of it. Anyway, load the skip trace numbers into a Mojo dialer. Okay, get a dialing system. Don't hand dial these all day long. It's going to take you forever. Okay, load the skip trace list into the Mojo dialer, and then guess what you do? Guess what you do? You're already reading it. I know it. It's my favorite part of the whole deal. You call them. You call them. You just call them up. Now, when you call them up, you want to use the TTP script because it has been evolved over 1.5 million phone calls, and it's the absolute most powerful script in the country without a doubt, okay? Without a doubt. And when you call them and they pick up, use the TTP script. Now, here is something that you are going to realize. 80% of the people that you call will not pick up. 80%, okay? Leave a specific voicemail every time. Leave a specific voicemail. The question you're asking right now is, what voicemail do I leave? Boom! Example of the voicemail script. Hi, my name is Brent. I know this call is completely out of the blue, but I was calling about a home that I believe you own on 1010 West Jefferson. Yeah, I'm interested in buying a home in the area and wanted to see if you would consider an offer on your property there. I completely understand if you have no interest in selling right now, but if you would give me a call back either way, that way I don't keep bugging you. Again, my name is Brent. My number is I hope to talk to you soon. That's it. Leave it under 30 seconds. Leave that. Tell them that you did that. Leave specific address in that voicemail, the specific address. If you try to just do a robo broadcast of this to to thousands of numbers, go for it. But here's what's going to happen. They're going to call you back and say, which address did you want to buy? Okay? This is so specific. People are getting hit up on lists with the voicemail drops. When you leave a specific voicemail and you say that they might not want to sell, or they might not be considering selling, but if they called you back either way, that way you're not still bugging them. That is so amazing. They will call you back. Even if they say no, then you know, and you keep moving on. But I'm telling you, use this voicemail script. It works. Okay, so do this 1 hour a day with the goal of talking to at least 5 owners per day. 5 driving for dollars, or turds, or the gritty list. Okay, that's your goal. 1 hour a day, 5 owners I want you to talk to. Talk to, not leave voicemails for, not dial. Actual talk to. In 40 weeks, you'll talk to 25 owners per week. That's 1,000 owners. I know that you will be able to do deals from this. It is so explosive. Everybody in my TTP program that is doing this consistently is getting results. This is exactly what I did to start the business. This is exactly what I'm doing in my business now. It is the absolute number one top list of all time, blows everything else out of the water. It's not even close. I don't care. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter about probates or tax delinquents or tired landlords or anything. Nothing touches the turd hunting list. Nothing. Okay? So drive 1 hour per day. That's the goal. So you want to call 1 hour a day. You want to drive 1 hour per day for the goal of getting 50 new addresses every single day. Okay? 40 weeks times 250 addresses is 5,000 addresses. You're already saying to me, I don't have that many terrible properties in my neighborhood or in my area. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. You really do. And if you don't, then have somebody else that's in a market close to you drive that area and get some there too. And have somebody else drive an area and get some there too. If you don't have 5,000 terrible properties in your market, it's going to be a rough go to get to 250, 500, $1 million bucks. Okay. You have them. Trust me. Now, what are you looking for? People ask me that all the time. What are you looking for? What is a turd? My definition for a turd is anything that is built before 1990 and has not been remodeled. The worse they are, great. The worse they are, fantastic. You will be able to go into some neighborhoods and they're across the street, they're next door, they're all over the place. You can't avoid them. You're writing down the whole neighborhood, right? And then some neighborhoods are just nice. These are newer houses. Don't worry about those neighborhoods, okay? You can go in there if you want, but you're going to be wasting a lot of time to get one bad house, one bad apple on a street that has an HOA and they're getting fines for it. Go somewhere that doesn't have an HOA, that is beat up, that is, grimy. I don't care if it's mobile homes. I don't care if it's townhouses. I don't care if they're row houses. You can find them. I know you can find them. Go find them. 1 out of 100 owners, you will make 10,000 if you follow the rest of these steps. Okay, listen to me. 1 out of 100 owners, we got it down to 1 out of 50. Okay, consistently we get a deal. 1 out of 50. Shoot for 1 out of 100. Okay, and shoot to get your assignment fees up to $10,000 each. Okay, 1,000 owner contacts equals 10 deals or 100 grand just from this. Driving and calling 400 hours for the next year. 400 hours for the rest of the year is all I'm asking, to make $100,000. That's $250 an hour. As you're driving around, writing down terrible properties, $250 an hour. As you're calling, leaving voicemails, $250 an hour. As you're calling up and talking to homeowners, $250 an hour. $250 an hour. That's what you will be earning. And I'm telling you, this is low. I know if you do this, this is the secret here. I put this so far out. I was like, you know what? How can no one fail at this? If you do this, I'm telling you, you will make so much more. You will make so much more if you're consistent. But that's kind of the secret. But you just kind of, okay? Now look at the cost. $1,250 for skip tracing all those numbers, $1,650 for your Mojo dialer cost. That's for the entire year. That's $2,900 for your total cost. Okay, that's it. That's $2,900. Remember that as we're building up our huge budget for $250,000. $2,900. Number 3, call the Probates, Tired Landlords, and Multifamily. Okay, this is how you round out the rest of your prospecting efforts. You need to call Probates, you need to call Tired Landlords, and Multifamily. It's so hot. That's where they're going to fall. That's what the statistics in our business and the statistics in the TTP coaching program are right there. It's the Probates, Landlords, Multifamily, and of course, the Turd hunting list. Okay, so those are the top 4 lists. I want you to find 20,000 addresses and skip trace them. It's going to cost you $5,000 for the entire year. Okay? Call with Mojo triple line dialer with the goal of talking to 20 homeowners a day. So let's look at this. We're talking to 5 Turd homeowners or driving for dollars owners a day, plus 20 owners a day on the Probates, Tired Landlords, Multifamily. Oh, Brent, I can't talk to that many people. I've only talked to 3 homeowners in my life. My mom, my grandma, and my aunt. Okay, listen. Start slow. Build it up. I believe in you. You can do this. I'm telling you, I have so much confidence and encouragement for you. You can do this. Just change it a little bit. Just get going. Be proactive. This is about momentum. We have to start building momentum. You start cranking the wheel a little bit, and then it's hard, and it's hard, and it's hard, and it's hard, and then it's going and going and going and going and going. I'm telling you, you can do this. Keep your budget tight. Be proactive and do this. Talk to these people every single day. 20 in a day, every single day, 5 days a week for 40 weeks. And I'm telling you, that your whole life is going to be better and positive and explode with success. Realtor Network. This is one that some people touch on, but some people literally build their whole careers on referrals from realtors. I want you to talk to one new realtor every single day, and I want you to be their go-to investor. Okay, I want you to tell them that you are buying properties in the area. You want to be the first one they call because you will bring them the cleanest cash offer. They can keep all of their commissions. Todd Tobeck has an unbelievable agent domination program for this. You need to get it and check it out. But the Realtor Network is huge. You need to talk to just one a day. Just talk to one realtor and say, when you come across the worst house, it's got mold, it's got roof leaks, it's got missing windows and boarded up and burned and, just fire damage and just roaches everywhere. I want you to call me first and let me get an offer in. You can represent me. It'll be cash. It'll be smooth. It'll be perfect. Okay. I am telling you, you can do at least, if you just talk to one realtor, one a day for 5 days and build up that network, you can do at least 5 to 10 deals there. Okay. At least 5 to 10 deals there. You can do So, I mean, this is really, really powerful. I know people here in my market, this is all they do, and they have $1,000,000 businesses. It's all they do is have realtors reaching out to them all the time and wanting cash offers because they want to double dip on the commissions, and they want it easy, and they don't want to have to put it on the market because then they get blown up with phone calls. People are lowballing them. People are bidding it up. They don't know who's legit, who's not legit. It takes a lot of their time. Their commissions typically aren't huge on these lower end deals, but if they can make it simple and easy and you can just hand deliver them a cash offer and make it simple, you win. They will bring them to you, okay? They will bring them to you. They will bring them to you. So who are we reaching out to so far? One, the distressed properties, the Turd properties, okay? The properties on your driving for dollar list, okay? Number two is the Probates, tired landlords, and multifamily, and three is your Realtor Network. Just start. I swear I'll pull this all together at the end. You're going to love it. I know you're going to love it. You can do this. I'm telling you, you can do this every single day. It doesn't take a lot of time. Okay, this will take you 4 hours a day. That's it. So we'll break it down. I'm getting ahead of myself. 5, you need to be fanatical on pre-qualifying on the phone, okay? You are pre-qualifying based on condition, based on their timeline to sell it, their motivation, and their price, okay? You need to build this. This has to be a stool, okay? You know what I mean? This has to be a table more, not a stool. It's a table. That's better. Okay, it needs all 4 legs. You need to try to get absolutely every single one of them. You want to know what kind of condition it is. You want to know when they want their money. You want to know why they want their money and not the house anymore. And you want to know how much money they want. Okay, there's so many. I mean, you can find more videos on this than probably anything else on trying to pre-qualify through for deals on YouTube or whatever else. We have specific scripts that we use in the TTP program, but you can just really focus on, this is number 5 in the 10 steps. You have to focus on pre-qualifying, because if you don't, you're going to go on a lot of unpre-qualified appointments with people that'll never do business with you because they either have no equity, they have no motivation, their timeline is 3 years from now, and they have a pristine house. Okay, you need to find all these things. So you need to be able to ask these questions about these pre-qualifying pillars. Okay, these are the 4 pre-qualifying pillars or legs to the table, not the stool. And make sure that you're getting those, because it's so vital that you're not wasting time, because your time needs to be spent being proactive and going on qualified appointments. Fanatical. Anchor low with negotiation. Okay, people tend to want to split the difference, so start the negotiating low. Does that make sense? So if you think that you can buy something for $50,000, and they're not giving you a price, then you hit them with $35,000. Okay, and they want to go and they want $60,000, and then they start coming down and they want to meet you in the middle. All of a sudden, you're willing to pay $50,000. They want $47,000 for it. I am telling you, this has taken our assignment fees through the roof. Is anchoring them low. Go low. Be uncomfortable. I know that you hear that a lot. I know you do. But another thing, beyond the realtor domination or the agent domination from Todd Toback, he taught me, you have to have certainty and you have to have likability. You have to be able to tell somebody that you pay $35,000 to them because you're certain that that's the right price, but you're likable and your tone is good. Your tone is strong but caring and kind, and it's not just throwing it at them and just having, just sounding like some sort of shark or something. Certainty and likability. Certainty and likability. Certainty and likability. It is so huge. Put it in your head. Anchor them low. Anchor it so low. Start low. Don't be afraid. Have certainty and likability. Build your cash buyer database. Then trade up. Ha ha! This I love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, listen. Build up your cash buyer database, okay? There's so many different ways to do it. I'm not going to go into all of them right now, but there's so many different ways. But what I want you to do is focus on getting to 150 cash buyers in your database. These are people that want to be in your cash buyer database, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to go to your ASRIA or your meetup groups or Facebook groups or whatever it is. And I want you to find somebody that's starting out like you that has a list of 150 to 200 people, and I want you to trade them. Boom. Now you guys both have 300. Okay, you're 5 trades away from a huge cash buyer database. Okay, now you have 300. Now go find somebody that has 300 to 500. Trade. Boom. Now you have 600 to 800. Okay, that's off of 2 trades. 2 trades. Okay, so now you take that list. Now you've got 800, 600, 800. You trade it with somebody that has 1,000, and then you had trade it up and trade it up. You're 5 trades away from a 10,000 person database. Do this. I am telling you, people will trade. Here's what I hear a lot. Brent, I don't think that's going to work in my market because nobody has the same buyers that this guy has, or nobody has the same buyers that I have. Wrong. That's wrong. That is wrong. If you think that there's just one exclusive person for cash buy, for one cash buyer or for one company, that is absolutely wrong. Here's the thing. Buyers, cash buyers, are flirting around with everybody. They're flirting around because if they rely on one stream to get them deals, they're not going to get enough deals. That's a fact. They are on a lot of different people's databases. Nobody has the sacred database, okay? Trade up. If people don't want to trade, that's fine. They don't have to trade. But you, with your giving attitude, are going to trade and trade up and trade up and trade up and trade up. And you will see your assignment fees are going to go from 5,000 to 10,000, from 10,000 to 15, from 15 to 30. I'm telling you, this is so huge. If you want to do $250,000 this year, how much does this cost to build it up and trade? How much does it cost? Nothing. It costs nothing. The only thing that we've talked about so far has cost skip tracing the turds for $2,900, skip tracing the probates, tired landlords, and multifamily for $5,000, and that's the only cost so far. So to build up your cash buyer database, all you have to do is talk to people, talk to enough people to build up your database of 150 buyers, and then talk to your peers. Trade up, trade up, trade up, trade up. Try it. I am telling you, everybody that's tried it in the TTP program has just exploded their business and been able to sell their properties like this. Do it. Trade it up. 8, follow up a must or your business will rust. Here's the deal. You need to have an organized CRM. I see so many people in our industry get leads that slip through the cracks every single day. It slips through the cracks. The reason it slips through the cracks is because they're not following up. The reason they're not following up is because their CRM is not organized. Okay? They're just simply not organized. So there's 2 ways. One, you can have a digital CRM like a Podio or a High-Rise or whatever you want to do. Just make sure it's a CRM that's going to give you the ability to set tasks for yourself. The second, and I'm actually going to grab it, is the printed CRM. You see what this is? This is just an ugly box with 1 through 31 in here. Okay, that represents days of the month. Okay, and this represents 12. That's every month, January through December. There's 12 slots in here that you can put leads into. Now, is this barbaric? 100%. Is this exactly how I followed up with leads myself? Yes, it is. When I was doing the lead follow-up in my business, this is exactly how I did it. Now, we're a little bit too big for everybody to have these, and plus, all my people prefer digital. But if you're like me, if you just are tactile and you like printed, then what I suggest you do is you make sure that you print out your leads, you put them in your monthly follow-up, you pull them out of your monthly follow-up, and you put them into your daily. You look at what day it is in the week. Maybe it's the 3rd through the 8th. You put them in there, and you pull them out that day. You make all your lead follow-up calls, and then you set them up for when you want to follow up, whether it be that month, whether it be later in the year. You just put it into there. It is barbaric. I understand. If if you think I'm a crazy person, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I never lost a lead. I never lost a lead. When the computer was down, I could still make calls. When there wasn't internet, I could still make calls. Although there's pretty much internet anywhere, but you can literally take these leads anywhere and go. So it doesn't matter, but you can never let a day go by without completing every single one of your lead follow-up work. You can't let a day go by. You can't just, I just don't feel good today. I'm not going to be good on the phone. Do your follow-up. Because if you start doubling up, I'll just do it the next day. And you pull them out and you put it to the next day and pull it up and pull it to this. And by the way, that works in the same in Podio. I know you sneaky acquisition managers and you sneaky wholesalers out there pushing that follow-up button to the next day. You push it like you did it, but you didn't. You just set a new task and you hit that follow-up button. I know what's going on. Happens in my business, and it's not happening anymore. I'll tell you that. Do your follow-up on the day. It is so critical. That's where the pros are made. That's where the pros, not the amateurs that get little hits here and there. This is the home run, the grand slam. The professionals of this industry know how to follow up and do it consistently. So be one of them. Number 9, if it's here. Number 9 is consistency. This is, in my opinion, the hardest step in this whole 10 steps to $250,000 with less than $10,000 in expense. Okay, let's go to what Tony Robbins says. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. Okay, here's the deal. You need to consistently build your pipeline of leads. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that you need to be adding new people every single day. It's not good enough to just add a bunch in there and just work those same bunch. You got to keep adding new ones every single day. That's what it means to be proactive. That's what it means to be consistent. It is building your pipeline till it is absolutely bursting, okay? Now, there's a 90-day rule. The people that we talk to now, we are going to get, today, we're going to get paid in 90 days on average. I'm telling you, it is the 90-day rule. It's almost the same in any kind of sales field, any kind of real estate, any traditional wholesale, whatever it is, rental, it doesn't matter. 90 days seems to be the perfect timeline to be the average that we get paid. So the people that you're talking to today is going to close in 90 days average. Now, are you going to talk to somebody today and they want to close next week? Sure. But are you going to also talk to somebody today that they don't want to close for a year? Sure. Okay, 90 days. You got to think about it. If you ever look for lulls in your business, look what happened 90 days ago. Oh, Brent, I had a ton of closings and I went on vacation and, I just had a lot going on. My dog had this bug and it was just weird and it was crapping all over the house and I had to just handle that for 3 weeks. Look at these things that happened 90 days ago and that will absolutely impact what is happening in your business today. Okay, so if you stay consistent, you can keep the consistency going and keep your earnings high. Keep it high, okay? Now, what is the replacement value? What does that mean? What that means is you look at how many leads you need to get a deal done, okay? So if you get one deal out of 20 leads and you get a closing, how many more leads do you need to get? You need to get 20 more leads, okay? It's not you need to replace that one closing with a lead. No, the replacement value is you have to get 20 more in the pipeline to get one closing. So you got to be constantly filling up the pipeline. And remember, guys, remember. You got to put this in your head because you're going to get discouraged. You're going to get disgruntled. You're going to get negative. You're going to get frustrated. Remember, you were just one call away. One call away from that conversation that earns you 10, 20, 50, 100, $200,000. One call away. You're not going to get those deals if you're not picking up the phone. Pick up the phone and get those deals. You're just one call away. Number 10, absolutely read every single day. Okay? Read every single day. One, it strengthens your mindset. It strengthens your mindset and it pushes all the crap out and puts positivity in. That's what you need. There's so much vying for your attention, so much vying for your mind space. Okay? What do you want to put in there so that you can be proactive every day? Do you want it to be negative things? Do you want it to be down things? Do you want it to be, just things that hold you back or prevent you from taking action? Or do you want it to be positive, uplifting, inspirational things? That's why you get to pick what you read. Pick whatever you want to read. Get something that lifts you up and gets you moving and gets you proactive. Read every single day. Just read a little bit. It doesn't have to be hours and hours and hours and hours. You don't have to be a bookworm or live in the library or anything like that. Just read every single day. And remember, on those days that you have fear and worry, okay, the one thing that destroys fear and worry is gratitude. Gratitude destroys fear and worry. Let it work in your life. Let it work in your life. Okay? Gratitude. Be grateful for the things that you have. We live in an amazing country. There's a blue sky. There's birds that chirp. There's a wonderful wife. There's great kids. There's wonderful parents. There's great neighbors. There's, ice cream. Like whatever you like. You know what I mean? Be grateful for something and let that fear and worry push you away when you're having those tough days. When you're out there and you feel like you're on an island and nobody wants to talk to you and the conversations are negative and you're not going anywhere. Put gratitude in. Remember that you need to be optimistic and remember that you have to just be grateful, okay? Be grateful. Now, I'm going to break it down so easy for you. Pull it all together. This is your daily schedule for success, okay? Here you go. Every day, and you can put this in a checklist. I should probably do that. I might do that. I'll do that. Not today, but I'll do that. 5 turd contacts per day. Check. 20 probate, tired landlord, multifamily contacts per day. Check. 50 driving for dollars addresses a day. Check. 1 realtor conversation. I think you get the whole check thing. 1 realtor conversation. 3 cash buyer conversations. This is to build you up to that 150 buyers. You need to call up and you need to work that database to find cash buyers. If you need help with that, talk to anybody in my TTP program or join. Call all follow-up leads every single day, okay? And then read 30 minutes a month. And then that is it. That is the breakdown. That is your job. That is how you get to 250,000. I'm telling you, you can do this. You can do this. I believe that you can do this. I believe that you can do this and you'll be so successful. I don't care if you've never done anything before. You can do this, okay? Don't get discouraged. This is too much, Brent. I just want calls to come in. I want to slang deals, bro. I close deals. That's what I do. Okay, great. This isn't for you. This is for everybody else that wants to keep your costs down, be consistent, and be absolute professionals in this business and take this seriously and make $250,000 a year. $250,000 a year puts you in the top, half of 1%? Of the world. You'd be one of the wealthiest people in the world. Okay, listen. This is what it is. This is the breakdown. It's as simple as that. 5 turds, 20 probates, 50 driving for dollars, 1 realtor conversation, 3 cash buyers, follow up on your leads, and read 30 minutes a day. It's going to take you 4 hours. That's going to take you 4 hours a day, 20 hours a week, 5 days a week. Okay. 4 hours, 5 days, 20 hours a week. You get 148 other hours to eat, sleep, work out, run around, do whatever you want to do. That's fine. That's your time. That's your fun entertainment side. The business side is 20 hours a week. That's it. 20 hours a week. Tell this to the guy that is paving the streets out in the heat, or the guy that's shoveling snow for a living, or somebody that's cutting down trees, or working on an oil rig, or is working on a boat. You tell them that you make $250,000 by sitting in a comfy chair in your house or in a car driving around looking for properties to buy, and all you're doing is talking to people and you make $250,000? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, how lucky are we? We're the luckiest. It is so amazing. We are the luckiest to be able to do this, okay? But it's all about talking to people. That's what sets you apart from everybody else. They don't want to talk to people. They just want to do their jobs and live their lives, and that's fine. But we want to talk to people. We want to make an impact. We want to bring value and opportunities to the marketplace every single day. That's why we get paid what we get paid, okay? And once a month, you need to attend one networking event looking for that trade-up partner, okay? Meetups, Facebook groups, RIAs, whatever it is. Meet them, build it up, and get that person that you want. And then, oh, I think that's it. That's the end of the deal. So here's the deal. It all breaks down to this daily schedule for success. Okay, so put this in your mind. Watch this video over and over and over again. Okay, if you need help with this, if you want an encouraging, no BS coach coaching you, go to www.wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Sign up for the TTP program. Okay, sign up. You're going to be around the most proactive real estate investors in the country. We are a family in that group. It is incredible. Things are exploding. People are having massive success. Get into that. Go set up a call at www.wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Set up a call. You get into the program. You and I are going to be talking. We're going to set it up. We're going to set up your business, and we're going to make sure that you are off and running. If you are going to take being proactive seriously, there is not a more proactive coach in this country than this guy. I'm telling you, you can do it. We can do it together. Join the group. If not, I hope you got value out of this. You don't have to do anything beyond what's going on in here. Okay, if you just do this, you will be so massively successful and build and build and build. I'll be so happy for you. That is what this whole thing is about. Okay, it is about giving this schedule, that schedule right there. I'm telling you, you will be successful. You will win. Okay, you want a little bit extra than that? You want a lot more support? You want to be a part of a family that's doing this every single day? You call us, you call me, and we'll figure this thing out and get you into the program. But until then, just do this. Talk to people every single day. I love you. We'll talk to you soon. I can't escape this.